Welcome back to the channel, guys. Just before we begin, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Star Wars fans, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and join this channel and its variety of content that I bring to it. So, without further ado, the rise of Skywalker. The surviving resistance faces the First Order once more in the final chapter of the Skywalker saga. So, bish bash bosh, where do we begin? First of all, I want to say this, right? I think that with the overall reception of this film, I do believe that it has been blown out of perception. You know, I don't really agree with people coming out and just bashing this film just to the point where it's just ludicrous and ridiculous, you know. So I have more good things to say about this film. I do. But it is messy. Now, I'm going to get into the discrepancies that I have with the film straight away. Number one, now, the overbearing factor, and I think what is really a reality to me, I don't know about you guys, you guys can jump to the comment section and obviously tell me what you think, if you've obviously seen the film. But to me, one character that I don't know what it was, man, didn't resonate with me one bit, is the character of Finn. I don't know. I really don't know about that character, man. And the more and more I think about it, and I think about his arc throughout Star Wars, and I feel that the real dent, the real chink in the armor for Finn's character was The Last Jedi, trying to set up like this empathy-fueled relationship between Rose and Finn, and you could just see that in that film, that the chemistry wasn't really hitting the nail on the head. Now, obviously, in this film, The Rise of Skywalker, J.J. Abrams has to pick up the remnants and the pieces of the puzzle that comes with Finn's character arc, and the decisions that are being made with his character arc. You can just see that the writers just hit a brick wall with that character arc completely, and it came to the point of it being so overbearingly cringe. They're trying so hard to give him a three-dimensional character arc and character development by making him likable, and it's just like, this is not working. It's just not working for me. And there's something in juxtaposition that is going towards Rey. Right now, I don't think nobody really knows what this is. If you've watched the film, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He has to ask something to Rey. Now, it's completely out of context, so you don't understand. And oh man, it just flopped. I'm sorry to say it, but Finn's character arc completely headbutted the floor, just completely. And he's really just annoying in the film. I just found him annoying. He wants to care about Rey. It's so hard to talk. Obviously, I'm going to do a live stream. Another reason for me so I can get a little bit more into depth about that character arc with Finn, because it really drove me up a wall, man. It really did. Okay, that's enough about Finn. Do you know what? I'll say this. I think that they got Poe's character right. And I think it would have been nice to kind of start off a little bit more of this character arc that we got in The Rise of Skywalker. If we got some part of that in The Last Jedi, I could have seen myself growing a lot more to Poe, you know. I love the fact that he's headstrong. I love the fact that he knows what he wants. I love his intuition, you know, his inclination for the resistance. I love what he stands for. He's a good character. So partly that worked. Now and I didn't like. What else did I didn't like? Now Leia. Now, again, I can't get into too much detail about that character again, but there's a decision that's being made, and I felt like the hidden subtext exposition that comes to a very conflicted scene at a moment, and I felt like if there had been enough breadcrumbs up until that very moment, I feel like that could have been a little bit more powerful for me, in my opinion. Again, I don't know how much the Force works in correlation of how the power setting has jumped drastically by the time we've got to the 3 new films we've got from 2000. Is it 15 or 16? It's from episode 7 to 9. The power of the forces, it's been a very prominent thing throughout the last 3 films. And I don't know. I don't know whether they're making these decisions because are they actually making sense, or they're just doing it because it's just for fan service and it's just a moment of exuberance just to make the audience go, yay, that was really awesome. Another thing that I felt that the film was up against. Now, I think that the same with The Last Jedi, and the same with this film. I think The Rise of Skywalker, Last Jedi, I think they're both very enjoyable films. I do. But I think based on the reception of what fans had given to The Last Jedi and that they didn't like it, you could obviously see that in the beginning of this film, they were like, yo, let's get that ball moving real quick, you know, let's have action scene. You know, I'm thinking, how many times have I seen this, you know? So, you know, that, and look, I believe that filmmaking should be down to the, really, in a sense, to the bare minimum of, you know, filmmaking to me is not the sense of the quantity, it's about the quality, you know, and that kind of takes me out of the film because it's projected to me that they're not really caring about their characters. They're just putting action scenes for the sake of putting action scenes with no real emotional depth behind them. And going back to Finn once again, I don't mean to jump onto him, but the decisions, I don't know whether this is a directing thing or an acting thing, but well, I don't get when Finn shoots somebody, or he goes, woo, yay, woo, pow, no, I don't, he's getting excited from, I don't know, man, it just seems immature to me. I don't know. I mean, someone please in the comment section tell me if you felt like a real emotion when Finn shot someone and he had that moment of joy. Did you feel that moment of joy? I didn't. It just looks like they're just putting things in there for the sake of doing them. Look, okay. General Hux is obviously in this film. I thought that I had a discrepancy with his character, but the more I think about it, the more my friend brought me back down to reality based on his character, and I think what they did in the moments that he had were good. Now let's talk about the positives. I think I've spent 10 minutes talking about. This might be a long video, and I hope that you guys are tuning in still. Yeah, I think that as for discrepancies and what I disliked about the film, that's out of the way. Now, no, okay, one more. I think we all know this, okay? Let's not beat around the bush. To some degree, Yeah, not to give anything completely away to you. To some degree, Palpatine. I'm just saying this. He's somewhere in the film, so I'm not spoiling it for anyone, right? I think that could have been dealt with a lot better. The more that I think about it, the more that I realise that he's just being shoehorned in there for the sake of him being shoehorned in there for nostalgia purposes and fan service purpose as well. There's no real. His motives make sense. His motives, they definitely make sense. But his origin as to where he's got to now, how did it play out? Nobody fucking knows. Nobody. No one's got a clue. Yeah. So it works and it doesn't work. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, right? I'm gonna leave it there for you because I don't want to get into too much other than that. Look, so the cinematography, the product design, one to positives now. Cinematography, the product design, the VFX, the special effects, is all top notch. It's banging. It's amazing. Okay, it has been ever since episode 7 up till 9. These last 3 films that we've got, right? Out of the Skywalker saga, these 3 films, the graphics have been top notch. I don't think anyone can kind of dispute that. I'm very happy. I am very happy that the character arcs of Kylo Ren and Rey has finally been concluded. It's finally been concluded. It's the bookend to that chapter, that arc between the two of them. And to be honest with you, those arcs in the film really hold the film together. And you listen, guys, you really got to commend JJ for deciding to go through the first person narrative of the origin of Rey and making somewhat sense of it. You know, a lot of filmmakers, they kind of shit their pants, to be honest with you. They think to themselves, you know what, I don't want to go there. I'm playing it safer because, you know, if I do something and someone dislikes it, then... But I commend him for that. You know, I really do believe that had that... So basically, Last Jedi was basically the arc of Kylo Ren. This, The Rise of Skywalker, is the arc and the first person narrative of Rey. And I feel like at least that those two components of those two films can go hand in hand with each other. And that is always great to see. You know, I like storytelling like that. You know, I really, you know, the most disappointing thing in the world is when you just have a character that just exists for no reason and has no purpose. That's the most annoying thing. The most annoying thing in the world to me is when you do a film, you decide to go third person, you decide to make them a 3-dimensional character, but say, you know what, fuck it, I'm just screw the first person narrative. I don't want anyone to understand the origin of the character whatsoever. That annoys me. But I liked what JJ done with stitching the films in continuity to The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. What else? The fight scenes. The fight scene on the Death Star, right, on that fleet with the waves. Oh my god, it looked amazing in IMAX. That was one of the best lightsaber battles I've seen. Yeah, and it's not what I've liked about, at least about the way that these directed lightsaber battles are done, is that, you know, I felt like with Revenge of the Sith. Okay, it was amazing, but it's to the point where it's become a little bit outlandish, where they're like, like flipping the, you know. But what I liked about the lightsaber battles in this film, you could really feel the kind of the desperate nature to win, the determination, the focus, you know. And that fight with the waves on that kind of wreckage ship, that was amazing. I loved that. I could watch that scene a million times. I thought it was amazing. And then when they tied it up to other arcs, to other characters, I thought that was well done. to a certain degree, which I still have a problem with one of the which I'm going to get into a spoiler review. I'm not doing this here. What else? What else? What else? What else, man? I don't know. I just think it's an enjoyable film. It's got problems. It's got a lot. It has many problems actually. You know what? I think that's it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to give The Rise of Sky. Okay, no. Before I finish, no. The Knights of Ren, they were completely pointless. Pointless. I don't know why they were there. They done nothing. And The Force Awakens had built them up to be like this wrecking ball, this scary, like we had like that whole nightmare scene and whatever the case might be that was in that film. In this, they do fuck all. They do nothing. That pissed me off, man. You know, I wanted to see a rough and tough battle sequence displaying all their different power sets. And we got nothing. Again, I have to go into more detail into a live stream, which I'm going to do at midday tomorrow. But the Knights of Ren were completely useless. Useless. You could have replaced all of them with porgs and it would have been the same outcome. I just don't know why they were even in the film. Honestly, I don't know why they were there. You know, it was a weird phenomenon I had with The Rise of Skywalker. I enjoyed myself, but just so many different factors that didn't work. I know, and Rose was essentially sidelined as well. So no one, you know, not that I was intrigued about that character, but I thought to myself, okay, the character didn't work in The Last Jedi, but you could at least have tried something new with her. It's not like I disliked her acting or whatever the case might be. I just wanted to see that character taken in a new, good direction. But the direction that they took her in was just like, why? Like, have another shot at it. And another good thing, going back to Finn real quickly, right? Finn, he was a supporting actor, right? That felt like an extra on set. That was him. I swear to God, I'm not even joking, right? If I had a script, yeah, like that, and the writer's giving me the script, and I look at that script, I'm an actor, I'm going to start asking questions. I don't care, I'm asking questions. Why am I doing this? Why have you given me this bootleg of a character? Why? You know, are you upset that one day I forgot to get you a coffee before the script reading or something? Like, what is it? It's just that his character arc, it was useless, absolutely useless. You know. All right, I'm done rambling. So to conclude this, I'm going to give The Rise of Skywalker 7 out of 10. It's just enjoyable. It's okay. I would recommend it. Go watch the film. You'll enjoy yourself. I could only, honestly speaking, I think that I've given the film a 7, and I think the medium as to what it's going to be, you're either going to be with me on this, or you're either going to give the film a 6, or you're either going to give the film an 8. And I think that's it, in my opinion. So guys, I really do hope that you have subscribed to the channel, because tomorrow we'll be doing a live stream, talking more in depthly, because honestly, this whole weekend is just going to be Star Wars fueled and Star Wars related content and talking about. There's so many debates and so many discussions I want to have with you guys. So tomorrow there'll be a live stream midday. I really do hope that you guys subscribe and tune in for that. Also, click here to see my reaction to the new Christopher Nolan Tenet trailer, the official trailer, the reaction to that, and also click and also watch the Haunting of Hill House season 1 review. I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but it's a great review. And in the description, you'll find many other reviews from different YouTube creators based on what they thought about The Rise of Skywalker. And if you get the time, check out my Knives Out review as well. I've been MCM Movie Reviews. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.